And we're back! And here we are.
Interesting. This sea of liquid ammonia.
And here we are in the worst part of the game.
What? The waves are moving out from the ship.
It's chilling. So simple. So wrong. My confidence with them.
This is basically... This is one of those moments in a game where they gave up. And so you've got to suffer it. They're like, we don't care. And yeah, I'm gonna make you suffer it. So I hope you like green, because we're going to be looking at this for about an hour before we actually see any gameplay. Where am I going? I have no idea. Am I going the right direction? Probably not. See, in the books, the like this area was just described as like maddening. It was like the Call of Cthulhu, or Dagon, or whichever fucking book it was. I think it was actually called the Cthulhu. So we just got to try and figure out our way through this bit first. If it was pointing us in that direction, I'm sure there's a reason for it. So am I leaping up here? Found a way off the beach. Oh, good, that's helpful. I don't even know if my review could help me. If I watched the footage of my review, will that actually tell me anything? Oh my fucking Christ. This is the reason why we have yellow paint. Yellow paint exists, but if Avalon Sunset exists, or Imperial Fist Yellow exists, so we can see where we're fucking going. It's a pain in the ass. And that's the gun cutter. I'm going to take a screenshot of for my reference. And it's might be good as well for the Mouse Lexicon wiki if they need some screenshots of a gun cutter. Yeah, if you want to use a Warhammer forum, Lexicanum is the best one, because it does require cited sources and whatnot. I think only certain people can edit it as well, which really helps. Yeah, still not the worst part. Yeah. Yeah, Warhammer 40k wiki is not as helpful. It's easier to read, but it's also like incredibly dense with information, because the people there don't actually know how to edit or write a Wikipedia article. So there's no brevity whatsoever, and you can't discern the sources from things that aren't true.
The structure was similar to those that formed the pathway that had led the Essene to this accursed planet. Presumably this one served the same purpose.
Yeah, we're pretty much coming up to the part now, I think, where it's like, yep.
There was no wind here a moment ago. Not the slightest breath of air. planet exuded an overwhelming sense of wrongness. From these great irregular polygons to the odd angled tiles in the sand, like some subtle and ingenious trap devised to slowly break the mind.
These are the sort of tricks they play. Like, this is the sort of example I'm talking about of how bad this is going to get. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Is it something to do with this pad here? Do I stand on it? Where am I going? What am I doing? Am I leaping down? Is there a way along here? Is there something to jump up to? There's 3 buttons I have to use in this game, and none of them work. Is the will revealing anything to me at all? Is the Auspex scanner revealing? No. Nothing. So if I stand on these, do things happen? So 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay. There we go. Congratulations, you've now seen the worst part of the fucking game. Yeah, this took me an hour before. Yeah, this is unnecessary. As far as I can tell, you actually run for miles. There's nothing stopping you running all the way. Can I just try and reach the gate? Do I have to dodge those things? It's just so unintuitive. Okay, I think we're over the worst of it now. There's still more of this shit to come. But yeah, it's just like... I don't know if they patched it or what. That was a lot quicker, but Christ, I was just like running all over the place. Like, am I supposed to go through the portal? Well, no, I don't go through the portal because that sends me going... That just makes me ape shit. You know? It was genuinely fucking ape shit. Yeah, so anyway, this is the part of the game where the devs gave up. Like yeah, they got bored. They were like, you know what? I'm actually not fancy. I'd rather work on Space Marine. You know, how about Space Marine 2? We should make a sequel to that. It was really good. So nah, we've got to do this first. Then we'll work on Space Marine
2. Why would the Navy be executing Gudrunite guardsmen out here? Had the oddness of this place undone their very minds?
So are they firing las guns, or are they firing, like, not stubbers, auto guns? It's like your typical assault rifle or machine gun. A heavy stubber, so like a stubber that is like a 9mm bolt or whatever. It's an automatic pistol, basically. But it can also be like a revolver as well. So...
Still.
like a 6-cylinder revolver. Heavy stubbers is done like machine gun, like MG42, Lewis gun. It could be anything like that. Okay. So we want the ones that aren't stars. No? We want the stars. Right. Oh no, that's why there's more fucking stupid portal shit. This is... right. I remember now why it took me so long. It's because you gotta put up with this bollock. Contact the Gregor Eisenhorn squad. Right, so I guess I am joining them. Jeez, at least I'm making more progress than I was before. Yeah, this is what I mean about the game. Yeah, they've just disappeared as well. This is exactly what I mean about the devs just giving up. They can't just let us go through the portal. We have to do this.
You've made a huge mistake. Hey, you! What are you doing?
I can't wait to play Jinx. Oh, that's a thought. Emulator sites are going down. There's been a mass takedown of a lot of emulator sites.
Look! How did we not see them when we passed?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, so I would like to play Jinx. I'll see if I can, but it's looking less likely because there's been massive takedown. The good thing about emulation sites and what's like the Streisand effect is like
I heard something.
An intruder!
You've made a huge mistake. Step back.
is like you take one down and about 5 or more will pop up. But the thing is that like you're losing so much data. Like yes, there will always be a copy of, you know, Super Mario Brothers out there in terms of emulation. That's not a problem. But what about, say for example, like But Ugly Martians Racing? Is that always going to be there? Or Looney Tunes Space Race? Is that always going to be there? Can we always guarantee there's going to be a copy of that online? No. What if an emulation site that actually had Xbox emulation, original Xbox emulation, which is very difficult to get? You know, imagine if that went down. Yeah, no more Blinks of Time Sweeper. How many people can back up Blinks of Time Sweeper? Yeah, or Stubbs Zombie, or which is on Steam. You know, all these other games. I must check out who made Blinks of Time Sweeper because that would be a great game to play. And I wonder if maybe Limited Run Games will be doing it. Oh, by the way, Tomba or Tombi is on Steam. I know, right? I might play that later. Yeah. You can get it. It's called Tomba Special Edition, and basically it's by Limited Run Games, so they're bringing back some of these games, and they also do like limited edition, like sort of like authentic, like PS1 cases and things like that, and whatnot of them. But they're a publisher of other games as well that are like them. So there's one called. What was it? I forgot what the name it is. I don't know what it was called. Double something, double string, I don't know. Oh, Jesus, not one of this shit. So yeah, so that's good. That's good. But they're a good publisher. And the original director as well of Tombi has said, like, yeah, he worked with Limited Run Games to get the game going. That's so, and look at this fucking. Okay, it's this fucking shit. This is what I mean. Like, I know not respecting a player's time is everyone's favourite sort of word. I've said this before, but like there's terms that enter the gaming lexicon that just happen, and people just take them and like they just think, oh, like basically anything I don't like is a game not respecting my time. Which is essentially what it means, but things like that, it's like you're not contributing anything artistic to this.
target reached. No sign of the deserter.
Get out of here. Bad
I just think I forgot stuff. Comical explosion, right? Okay, now. Yeah, so there's our gun cutter. Yeah, so with
intruder. Hey, you! Stop!
so yeah,
Who's there? Hey, you! Stop!
the idea is you use stealth. Use your vision there to pass the enemies, which is quite clever, but it's a yeah, so like with emulation, it's getting worse, and even though like the hardware to actually, it's cool. It tells you like the their lines of sight and things like that. That's kind of cool. Where enemies are headed.
Who's there? I need...
So, yes, like that, like being able to run games is becoming harder as well. Like emulation isn't going to work forever. There will come a time where the architecture just can't work with emulation. I think like even Windows 10 has actually done a lot of damage to emulation. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going on an article that I read some years ago, but yeah, so we'll see how Windows 11 does it as well, but it's going to be... For the stars. That seems to be it. There we go. Yeah, they do. Yeah, so emulation's looking a lot harder to do as time goes on, and as more and more games are taken down, it just takes more and more time, and eventually people are just going to give up on certain games that people don't really want. Like, how many Game Boy games are going to be lost? How many, you know, old Atari games are going to be lost, you know? When the generations that are interested in them stop, well, basically stop being alive, you know? You know, how many people were alive, you know, alive today where the Atari 2600 came out, you know? It's yeah, it's fascinating for history and culture, but at the same time, it's like, are we really that interested in preserving that history and culture? You know, it's horrible. It's horrible to think that we're gonna lose so much. Let's jump down here again. Oh, I see. It depends on the... So, it's not stars. Is it these shapes? No. Is it even anything like that? Do we just go back here? No. That's probably one of the ledges we have to jump down. Oh, no it is, it's just that it took too fucking long to... This be the right one. It seems it. To begin out my last will and testament. My blood may flow out of my veins, my flesh may have many wounds, my limbs may be broken and lost, my skin may be black and burned, but my faith in the God Emperor shall never fail. I do not know where I am. I have seen my friends from Gudrun shot apart by those who should also call themselves servants of the Emperor. Now I lay here. I thought I was there, and now I was then. Something has to do with the tiles, I think. Yeah, see, that would be great if we hadn't already encountered the tile puzzles. So...
What was it? You made a huge mistake.
yeah, so the idea of emulation is fascinating, but I wonder what's going to happen to it as time goes on. This is probably my favourite combat just because there's so many more people on your side. Like, I'll still die because I've got no healing items. Good night, Sergeant.
Inquisitor Eisenhorn. And you are?
Sergeant Neil Juris, 2nd Battalion, 50th Gudrunite Rifles. Sir, is the fleet here? Have they found us?
Appraise me, quickly and briefly.
We were mustered to the frigate Exalted, waiting to ship out. We're from Gudrun High Anchor, then Captain Eastrom told us all Gudrun had fallen and we were relocating.
And then?
30 weeks in transit to get here. The moment we arrived, we knew something was wrong. We protested, demanding to know what was happening. They called it dereliction and sent dozens to the firing squads. We were given a chance to follow orders or die.
Not much of a chance.
No, sir. That's why I tried to get the men out. We broke and ran. Once we got in there, once they were busy, they came after us to hunt us down.
Tell me what you saw.
They deployed us from the ships along this beach as an escort detail for the main party.
What of the cargo?
The cargo? Nothing. In the main party was the captain, Lord Glor of Gudrun, a merchant, an ecclesiarch, and a great and terrible warrior that they tried to keep away from us regular troops.
Then what?
We advanced. It seemed to me that they knew where they were going. Things changed as we went further in. It got darker and warmer, and it was hard to negotiate the way as if...
As if what?
We couldn't judge distances. Sometimes it was like wading through hot wax. Sometimes we could barely slow ourselves down. Some of the men panicked. We found polygons, like these on the beach. There were rows of them, aisles marching away into the uplands. They were so irregular they disturbed the mind. They seemed to vary, to change. The ecclesiarch and the merchant seemed to be leading us. And there was another man, a tech priest type.
Slim build, blue eyes.
Yes,
His name is Malahite. He played a part in choosing your path?
yes. They deferred to him on several occasions. Finally, we came to a plateau which seemed to be artificial in nature. We waited what seemed like hours, but it was impossible to tell because our chronometers had all stopped. Then there was some kind of dispute. Lord Glor was arguing with some of the others. I saw this as a chance. I got the men ready, nearly 90 of us, ready and eager to trust to chance and flee. All eyes were on the shouting match. The big warrior. God Emperor save me. He was shouting by then. I think the sound of his voice was what decided us. We slipped away in 2s and 3s from the back of the ranks, down the sides of the plateau, and ran back the way we'd come.
And they discovered your escape?
Eventually, and came hunting for us. The rest, you know.
We stripped the fallen of uniforms and disguised ourselves as best we could. The Gudrunite riflemen may have been inexperienced men on the edge of madness, but they were no cowards. Jairus led us into the camp, which our quarry had set close to the location of the Saruthi trade. my signal.
I didn't sign up for this.
They were warped things. Warped from any civilized sense of grace, any human understanding of aesthetics.
And in good faith, we have brought the properties as agreed.
Attend to me. I confess that I was by then as afraid as those with me. I have seen horror, and horror itself doesn't terrify me. Nor indeed was there anything horrific about these beings. Alien, yes, and as a Puritan that was alarming. But objectively they were impressive, striking creatures. Assured. Almost majestic.
Johnbonne, you have, with truth, made being man.
Then we may trade. Well, Ecclesiarch, we need confirmation.
The true matter is ours. The Necrotooth. They had the Necrotooth. It was now or never, I thought. Look out! They're attacking! telling me to open it and experience its wonders. I didn't even think to resist. What it was showing me was so wondrous, so sublime, so beautiful. The stars themselves, and behind the stars, the mechanisms of reality. The intricate and oh so perfect workings of a transcendent natural force we misguidedly and dismissively call chaos. I undid the wire-like clasps that kept the book shut. Yeah.
So, sorry about that. I was talking about Deathcore Krieg box. Let's just come out. Yeah, apparently kicking his ass. Yeah, this is a Chaos Space Marine.
Don't forget what you came for, abomination.
You counsel well, Inquisitor, for...
I bent down, torn by duty. The thing should be destroyed. But could not the Inquisition and the Imperium as a whole benefit from the infinite truths it contained? Had I even the right to destroy something so priceless? The Puritan part of me had no doubt. But another part abhorred the idea of wasting it. Evil stems from how knowledge is used. Perhaps if I read a page or two, I could make a better decision. Throw that down, Glor. It's over.
For you, yes.
I shook my head to cast away the insidious thoughts. The last few pockets of fighting were playing out, and the Saruti had gone, taking even their corpses with them. It seemed to me the Gudrunites had overwhelmed the troopers by sheer numbers. Few figures were still standing, and I could see none of my companions. I think it would be prudent to get out of here. It pains me to say this, but we're taking him too.
Are you sure?
The Inquisition will want to plunder his brain.
It is as if this place is coming to an end.
We don't want to be here when that happens.
Eisenhorn? For pity's sake, are you there? Are you there? Conditions are worse. 3 ships just left, moving right past me. I cannot stay here much longer. Respond! Please, respond!
We have to get out of here. We have to get the hell out of here.
Tell Elizabeth I agree with that.
The echoes, delays, and dislocations were catching up with themselves. The wrongness was righting itself. That made things no better.
Did Elizabeth's voice actor just give, like, just, you know what, fuck this. I'm not supporting this game.
Gudrun via Lowen, astropathically. I had outlined as much of the situation as possible, and hoped the Lord Militant would send a military expedition to support me. My hopes were not in vain.
Like, it wouldn't be until Battlefleet Gothic that we get a scene like this. Mind you, Chaos Gate Demon Hunters is really good for that as well. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this scene. I can see bolt guns. I suppose it's just Astartes, isn't it?
How goes the uprising?
Well enough, Inquisitor. We understand the Lord Militant has declared the Helican Schism over and quashed, though pacification wars are still raging across Thracia.
Losses?
Considerable. Mainly to the population and materials of the world affected, though some fleet and guard units have taken a beating. Lord Glor's treason has cost the Imperium dear.
Glor's treason has cost him his life. His body rots on a nameless world in the system behind us.
Your master will be pleased.
And here we have the Deathwatch Astartes of the Order of Xenos. A Dark Angel. We're in the Deathwatch Pauldron, so basically when you join the Deathwatch, your armor is painted black. The Deathwatch Terran Invasion might be a game I play. Your armor is painted black, you have the except for your chapter's pauldron. Unless you are a black shield, you might go into a self-imposed exile to join the Deathwatch, but you will not show your chapter's original pauldron. Lieutenant Titus was a black shield. There's some statues of the Astartes.
We have read your preliminary report, Brother Eisenhorn. Quite a tale it is. You pursued Glor's heretic fleet to this Emperor-forsaken outer world, certain that they planned to trade with the Xenos breed, an item whose very nature would threaten the safety and sanctity of our society.
Indeed, Lord Brother. The aliens possessed a single copy of a profane and forbidden work we know as the Necrotooth.
Is that confirmed, Brother Eisenhorn?
Lord, it is. I saw it with my own eyes and felt its evil. The Saruthi came upon a lost copy thousands of years ago and agreed to exchange it with the Glor Cabal for certain artifacts of their own culture.
Preposterous! The Necrotooth is a myth, and a wretched one at that. These twisted alien filth have fabricated this as a lure for the gullible heretics.
It has always been plain that the stakes in this matter have been astonishingly high. Though I am shocked by Brother Gregor's news, I'm not surprised. Only an icon as potent as the Necrotooth could have set this bloodshed in motion.
But the Necrotooth, such a thing.
Were they successful, Brother Eisenhorn?
No, Lord Brother, they were not. The aliens were driven off, and most of the heretics' advance guard, including Lord Glor and Mandragore, a blasphemous child of the Emperor allied to his cause, was slain.
Some heretics escaped your purge.
2 key conspirators, brother. The trader Gorgon Locke, who I believe was instrumental in forging the original contact between the Saruthi and Glor's Cabal, and an ecclesiarch named Datso, who I would see as the spiritual force behind their enterprise. They fled from the fight, rejoining the waiting elements of their fleet, and left this system.
Destination?
It is still being plotted, Lord Brother.
Even if they're running, we cannot permit them to escape. They must be hounded down and annihilated.
No one has asked the most important question of our heroic Brother Eisenhorn. What happened to the next...
I did what any of us would have done, Brother Molitor. I burned it.
Emperor, save us.
Enough! State your objection, Brother Molitor, quickly and simply.
Eisenhorn must suffer our sternest censure for this act of vandalism. The Necrotooth may be a foul and prescribed work, but we are the Inquisition Lords. By what right did he simply destroy it? The contents of the Necrotooth might have given us insight into the arch-enemy of mankind. Incalculable insight. Eisenhorn has disgraced the very heart of our sacred Inquisition.
Brother Songard.
My lord, I agree. It was a desperate and rash action by Eisenhorn. I may applaud his rigorous effort in thwarting Glor and his conspirators, but this erasure of occult lore earned only my opprobrium.
Brother Volk, what's it?
Is this a court, my lord? Am I on trial?
No, brother, you are not. But the magnitude of your actions must be analyzed and considered. Brother Volk?
Eisenhorn was right. The Necrotooth was an abomination. It would have been heresy to permit its continued existence.
Brother Endor.
Gregor Eisenhorn has my full support. From your moaning, Molitor, I wonder what kind of man I'm listening to. A radical, certainly. An Inquisitor, I have my doubts.
You knave! You horse and bastard knave! How dare you!
Very easily. What secrets did you both think we could learn? Except perhaps how to pollute our minds and boil away our sanity. The Necrotooth has been forbidden before our foundation. We need not know what's in it to accept that prohibition. Tell me, do you need to actually contract Ulrin's pox yourself to know that it is fatal?
The objections of my brothers are noted. I myself commend Eisenhorn. Given the extremity of his situation, he made the best decision.
Thank you, my lord.
Let us retire now and consider this matter. I want to hear proposals for our next course of action in 4 hours.
I do enjoy this scene. We do also. I like the aesthetics of the Inquisitors they chose there.
It won't take long for the astronavigators to finish plotting the course of the heretic fleet. They were going to 56 Izar, a system deep in the...
I've heard it pronounced Izar, but...
I decided to see if we could learn more from our captive, Malahite.
Sorry, sir. This area is off limits.
What? Don't be absurd.
By order of the Inquisition, none may pass.
I am the Inquisition.
Stand aside.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Yeah, I have to wonder if, like, seriously, because like you see all these chains holding up the, I can't remember what these are called. These cages and like other walkways and just the sheer drops. What is it asking me to hack? Brigsted's report. Detain this. Blessings, pets. You can use the will to see what's behind the doors. Yeah. I don't think you can tell me anything useful. That's not me doing that, by the way, that's the game. Use the will.
there!
Can use the will on others.
If the servo skulls can't keep him quiet, we might need some help. Emperor save us, they're angry today.
Okay. Quantum Fidelity. Personal data slate 10932. I find myself somewhat conflicted. Most of our detainees are Gudrunite conscripts. Unlike me, they had little choice over the terms of service. As a member of the Emerald Spacians fleet, thus far been able to serve the Emperor in relative safety and comfort. These guard conscripts are a little more than cannon fodder for the Emperor's postponed crusade. The Emerald's postponed crusade, taken from the friends and family at a week's notice. What dereliction of duty, sigh. No matter, Emperor protects.
Another Inquisitor?
Your Eisenhorn? Yeah, I really do think that a lot of the aesthetics have come down to this game that was not seen for a long time. I want to go that way, so I want this way. Oh, nothing else to be seen. Okay. Oh yes, this is going to be a bit grisly, I think.
Throne of Terror, he's dead! What in the name of the Emperor is going on here?
I was concerned for your health, brother. The injuries you have suffered, your fatigue. Malahide had to be interrogated with all speed, and thought I would ease your burden by commencing the,
Molitor! Malahite is my prisoner.
Please, Inquisitor Eisenhorn. This is an unfortunate mistake. We will make reparations. Put away your weapon.
Every inch of skin had been peeled from his body. Whatever secrets they'd torn from him, they wouldn't divulge to me. Malahite's corpse was placed in a stasis. Lord Rawkin demanded an auto-service be performed forthwith. I lead, but with Volk's help, and Loic channeling the astropathic choir.
Yeah, that scene in the book was much more tense. This is this is one of the nicest areas in the game. I remember this scene quite fondly. And it was like, this was like what really, really saw me in Eisenhorn. Use the will on Malahite.
Malahite. Malahite. Come to us.
Malahite, in the Emperor's name we command you. I am here. See what we have dug up.
Will you cooperate?
I have not time. I must work.
You have plenty of time.
Do you know where we are? This is a fringe world. I forget the name. I discovered something of great import here. It is of later events that we wish to speak. This is where it begins. Glor will recruit me for this.
Where will it lead? Tell us of the Saruthi.
You can offer me nothing. I am dead.
This is no timer this time. Yeah, autosciences are like they're my favourite scenes in the books. I love them. Absolutely love the idea.
We can save you from the fate doomed to you by the House of Glor.
The Saruthi. They had an empire, you know. Its history is related on these octagonal tiles. It was old and spanned 40 worlds when humans fleeing persecution on Terra unwittingly delivered them the Necrotooth. It warped them, infected their culture like a pathogen. Madness and civil war tore their civilization apart. They are corrupted as a species. There is no saving them, Inquisitor. Unlike the other harmless Xenos your ignorant order detests, the Saruthi truly are an abomination, a chaos breed.
And their resources? Their military capability?
I have no idea. They abandoned spaceship technology centuries ago. The Necrotooth corruption made their technology redundant. They can undo the angles of space and time, slip between dimensions, and construct temporary four-dimensional environments.
Like the one where the trade was to take place?
Yes. They built the Tetrascape inside KCX-1288, specifically for us. How was the deal arranged? It is getting dark.
We have only so much time to save your soul. How was the deal arranged?
Locke, the rogue trader, he made contact with them. They agreed to trade in exchange for the return of artifacts and treasures from worlds they had abandoned and no longer had access to.
But the Necrotooth must have been precious to them.
It was in their souls, in their minds, woven into their genetic code by them. The book itself was incidental. Eisenhorn, something is not quite right here.
But the Necrotooth is destroyed. The trade prevented, and House Glor is shattered and defeated. So why are Locke and Datso leading their fleet into Saruthi territory?
Do you not feel the cold?
What are they doing?
Repairing the damage you've done. Their masters will not be happy.
The children of the Emperor?
Yes. They could not achieve their aims without that help, and now the children of the Emperor will be most displeased. How does one placate the damned?
By obtaining another Necrotooth.
Well done. Brains at last.
The Saruthi happily traded back their human copy because they had their own.
Bravo, Inquisitor. Eisenhorn, the sky. Now, are you men of your word? Can you save me from damnation? Eisenhorn!
Get help! This chaos spawn must be purged! Chaos filth, there is no sanctuary here!
Oh dear. That is the coolest scene. I must admit, I do like the model for the Chaos Spawn. I'd actually go as far as that's probably like the highest quality asset in the entire game. Yeah. Oh wow, 1,500 coins. I have to farm this level, I think. That's like I don't know, still going.
You cannot escape me, abomination!
So Chaos Spawn are basically if a soldier of or basically like if aspiring champions get too many mutations, they might actually just explode. Or mutate into Chaos Spawn. This is like a much bigger thing in Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, where you just turn into this mindless wretch.
By the Golden Throne, I will commit you to the abyss.
Let's play his best line.
Together, brother, let us purge this blasphemy.
Look at that. No recoil. What a beautiful animation.
For his soul. He wanted only revenge. And to hold us there long enough to unleash its instrument, the blighted spawn of chaos. Loink had not the strength for the astropathic rite, but his knowledge of my abilities had thrust that duty upon him. For this he died. That not more were killed is a miracle. I spent most of the 10-week journey recovering from the psychic exertion and wounds inflicted by that terrible episode. The others trained relentlessly in anticipation of the horrors awaiting us on 56 Izar.
Let's check the... Yep. Oh, yeah, we'll probably wrap up soon.
The war had already begun.
Let's have a quick look. So that... we can now have a look. That... Astartes there was Brother Gregor. Deathwatch Brother Gregor has been a member of the chapter for 19 years. In this time he has been in combat on 36 worlds in the service of the Order of Xenos, earning the respect and trust of his fellow chapter brothers. Brother Gregor hails from the noble Ultramarines. That's a bit of a problem here. He is from the Ultramarines chapter, and yet on his right pauldron is the Dark Angels chapter symbol. Also as well, it's painted black and not green. You are allowed the green colour still. Space Wolves are allowed the yellow as well as the emblem. Ultramarines are allowed the blue as well as their emblem, etc., etc. During a strike against the enemies of mankind, he saved the life of Captain Simewolf, who in turn requested that he join the Deathwatch for a tour of duty. Yeah, yeah, they give him a chance on the Thunderhammer. He also has a bolt gun, but he can give him a plasma gun as well. Plasma gun! Quadrant bolter. I can't actually equip him with that yet. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Christ.
2 days ahead of us and begun its assault of the planet. Their 13 ships had blockaded 56 Izar and sent 2 heavy destroyers to intercept us the moment we exited the warp.
That's water. Nice.
The Emperor's hammer and will of iron met them head-on. Explosions lit the void as the 2 fleets closed to short-range fighting. A blizzard of dropships launched from our side. Most of the dropships were the grey landing boats of the Imperial Guard, jets firing as they hammered down into the cloudy atmosphere of 56 Izar. But scattered among them were a handful of scarab black landing craft and drop pods of the Death Watch. The counter-invasion had begun.
Yeah, we're near the end.
Within the first hour, we managed to land 100,000 Mirepoix light elite infantry on the surface. Almost half of the motorized armor brigades. Behind the main landing force came the Inquisitorial squads. I had control of one. The others were led by Endor, Shongard, Molitor, and Lord Inquisitor Rorken himself.
3 seconds to impact.
Where's a drop pod?
Touchdown.
A touchdown! Ho ho ho. Deal.
Jareth, take point.
For the Emperor!
You know what? I'm gonna charge straight in with that. Just turn the volume down. You notice as well, they've got the Slaneshi symbols on their armor now. I'm gonna give them this. For all the game's faults, they've at least updated the armor accordingly. You can see the slow but sure mutation and reveal that they are, in fact, Slaneshi troops. Why Slaanesh? Is there any particular, sex trends or overall thing here? No, I don't think it's actually ever explained why it would be Slaanesh. They're just another warband. They don't just have to be interested in one particular thing. See all the ships going everywhere.
Purge 2, deploying on surface of chart mark 7.
Understood, Purge 2. Purge 1 and Purge 4 report safe landing and deployment.
Jareth's conscripts have been forged into soldiers on the alien anvil of KCX-12. Bequin had also been transmuted by experience in the months since I first met her on Hubris. A hard, serious woman had replaced the scatty, selfish pleasure from the soldier.
What's going on? I only wanted the treasure.
Jareth's Gudrunite conscripts have been forged.
I'm sorry, was I going too fast? Did I need to let the bombardment pass?
Bequin had also been transmuted by experience in the months since I first met her on Hubris. A hard, serious woman had replaced the scatty, selfish pleasure. I will clear a path to minimize casualties.
Just another day in the guard, eh? I must admit, like, Eisenhorn does look good in this game. It's, I think they've done really well, the aesthetics. I like, for all my complaints, which to be fair aren't many, I will say, this is one of the most loyal to the source material games there is out there. It does help that it's based on a novel, but just the way they've dressed the enemies and the characters, and like they didn't have to do as much as they did. I didn't have to put as much effort in as they did. I'm just executing some like everyone commissar style.
Advance to the edifice.
But yeah, no, they've got the visuals down, they've got a lot of stuff down. It's really good. Like, this game would not be as good as it is if it weren't based on a book. But...
More heretics, Lord! They keep coming!
Stem the tide. That's my style of that. Oh shit, the plasma gun. Yeah, these are the best combats. You wanna know what 40k tall Warhammer looks like? It's this. This is what it should look like. These exact animations and weapons. I mean, I genuinely love to see like these sort of things being used. The Chaos. Like the Lost and Damned would absolutely be an army.
Brother Eisenhorn! The edifice is clear!
In the name of the Emperor, advance!
The reason why they're making us walk all this way down here like this is so that the dialogue can play out. That's really it.
Through the lustrous surface.
Oh, I need this to end soon because I need a piss.
Squad, the trials we've been through may be as naught compared to the blasphemies that lie waiting within this Xenos structure. But the Imperium depends on us. If the children of the Emperor attain the Necrotuch, there will be little to go back to. Think to your training and gird yourselves. May the Imperium prevail! Into the gate!
He says skating in.
It was warm, and the smell of licorice was pungent and intense. Sounds echoed around the alien structure from no discernible source.
Doesn't this look familiar?
Being undone was ever present, as with all of the Saruthi artifacts we'd encountered.
Right, I'm gonna pause very quickly before we go into yeah. Right. Won't be a minute. I am back. Are we ready to end this? What's the name of the guy? Not Clevergus File. You know, the other one. Hermaeus Mora. Yeah.
Sir, there's no way forward.
Stay close, and keep your wits about you. I could detect a psychic resonance from this strange Saruthi technology.
Best we've actually looked. Look at that. Because of the Gregor dripping horn. Actually, if you have got dripping horn, consult your doctor. Look at this! And yet it's so bloody cool. Oh Jesus, force walking.
But the Gudrunites did not. Who knows in what alien location they found themselves stranded.
Yeah. That one's closer, but I'm going for this one.
The sense of dislocation was all pervasive. It seemed as though sights and sounds of other times and places leaked through these alien Saruthi angles. Coupled with the intense humidity, the effect was deeply oppressive.
I'm hearing fighting as if
These
it's...
structures bear a similarity to those we saw earlier, although devoid of any kind of charge.
Where am I going? What? It's seriously, where do I... Ah. Ah ha ha ha.
It seemed as though we'd entered some kind of...
If we were for flashing, this would be amazing.
What purpose could these gardens serve? It was hard to see that alien place as a fertile bed for anything save insanity.
Data slates. For invisibility, I have the darkness that surrounds me, I have the air that surrounds me, I have the land that hides me, I wait to strike. With the darkness I wait to kill, from the thousandth and I am invisible. I am silent, silent, silent. Who is not silent, I can still hear them. Guardsman poem. Did I really not have that one already?
Brother Eisenhorn, how goes the attack?
I tell you if I'm bleeding you. What's here? That. Ah, you can see it there with the will. Uh-huh. It is very clever.
Heretic supply pods. Keep an eye out for more of these. They may be useful.
Ah, I don't think you... Oh, you... Oh, I couldn't really stand a hammer. Well, let's give him the plasma gun. Okay, so I don't know which one's the right one. Why not? Oh, Jesus. Is there any rhyme or reason to this now? Absolutely not.
Where's that figure going? Why does it look so familiar?
Is that because it's me?
That's me. Don't shoot.
I like how my companions are just there. That's apparently a plasma gun, is it? It's a fucking super soaker, and he's holding it with one hand. Which is possible to do.
There they are, kill them.
So you can just see this plasma gun in action. Pew, 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 pew. That's the plasma gun. Fucking hell. This music is a little bit inappropriate. Useful later. Appropriate later, but right now. Yeah, we really don't need the Elder Scrolls music there now, do we? Ah, thank you. Right. It's a little bit more haunting for. Me getting lost. I don't know where to go. What's EL? Hellfire. Right. Okay, I think I do now. Jump up here. Jump up here. I hate that the camera doesn't cooperate.
Lord Emperor, save us.
Oh no. Please, by the Golden Throne, no.
Purge 2. This is Purge 2. The children of the Emperor are here.
Yeah. So I know this is on easy mode, but the children of the Emperor's Children Space Marine has been bested by a heavy stubborn.
The titanic form of a Death Watch Space Marine appeared. Were it not for his timely intervention, I would surely have been dead.
It's frozen, so we'll just take your word for it then. But yes. Emperor's Children, famous for their dark blue armor. It could just be the lighting, it could just be it's shit. Pretty sure that alright. Is it? Nope. This is just gonna be coins, isn't it? It could have been weapons.
Seeing ourselves like some strange reflection.
You could tell they were trying to justify the price tag. I mean, to be fair, $6 on mobile isn't bad. You seeing how the war happened?
Signs of branding on their faces. Chaos marks burned into the skin by evil rather than heat. Admiral Spatian had hoped that some of the heretic forces, especially the Gudrunite Imperial Guard, might yet be restored to the Imperial cause. Like Like Jerris and his men.
What the fuck is going on?
had been unwilling
I'm not walking.
Estron's treason,
And yet,
and the fleet
he's walking so freaking
models of victory were in Locke and Datso found the bulk of their ground forces turning.
Shaking like a shitting dog.
Such a hope was dashed.
Oh, am I stuck?
Burned away and poisoned by chaos. The heretics had enforced the loyalty of their stolen armies.
I don't fucking believe this. Yeah, I'm stuck. Once again, we have to go. I don't remember this happening before. Jesus wept.
Seeing us is like some strange reflection.
Can I skip the next scene or do I have to sit in that shit again? You know what? Let's walk into one of these just to see if that'll... stop it from bugging.
The enemy dead we passed had signs of branding on their faces. Chaos marks burned into the skin by evil rather than heat.
Right, I'm trying to steer him. No, I didn't walk.
Heretic forces, especially the Gudrunite Imperial Guard. Like Jerris and his men, most had been.
I can't roll, I can't dodge, I can't sprint, I can't jump, I can't do shit.
Models of victory were in Locke and Datso found the bulk of their ground forces turning against them. Such a hope was dashed. The minds of these good men have been burned away and poisoned by chaos.
Right, now I can.
Heretics had enforced the loyalty of their stolen armies.
So, I hope you managed to catch the dialogue, because I was so focused on trying to fix the game than actually read it. It's a shame, because that was actually quite interesting. I really wanted to listen to that. Oh, there's nothing, I'll just have to walk into one of these and just hope for the best. Oh, there's nothing, I'll just have to walk into one of these and hope for the best. Oh, there's nothing, I'll just have to walk into one of these and hope for the best. No, I just keep walking forward then. Ah. As you can likely tell, I get a bit fed up with Eisenhorn now. I don't see how in the next books you could actually do something like this, thank Christ. So at least they've got that going for themselves, but... more tiles? think it was over there. Yeah, this one that's opened. Right, now it's open that one. Why are they making those noises? Don't look that corrupt to me. I get that they're wearing slashy symbols, but come on. But yeah, this is just getting silly now. Like, this is completely unnecessary. You could cut out. I'm not joking, you could probably cut out about 2 hours of gameplay now. And it would be better. That's what I mean, like, about when I say, like, you should not want, you know, 12-hour games to cost $12 or whatever, you know? Like $1 per hour, because this is what you end up with. This fucking shit. This bit is a bit path that leads me this way. Is that his greaves? I'm going this way. Yeah, this is just appalling. Absolutely appalling. It's like, it's not clever. It's like it stopped being fun about 3 hours ago. I don't want to do this anymore. This is what I mean when I said this took me like an hour to do. What the fuck is going on? Just let me jump already. What do I need to do? There's like nothing else here, is there? Do I have to go up? So I'm guessing it's going to be even. Do they all have to be up at the top? I got a Space Marine there, but I won't tell me the name. Completely unacceptable. This doesn't need to be a forced walking sequence.
Eisenhorn, you have entered the wrong edifice.
This doesn't need to be a forced walking sequence either. This could be perfect. I could just move at an ordinary pace and it'd be fine. Don't make me walk. This is this is rifting gameplays. This is what playtesters had to suffer through. Well, let's be honest, there were no playtesters. If there were playtesters, this wouldn't be happening. That's now. There's nothing else here, so just go through because I don't get it.
What happened here, Haldane?
A battle. We came upon it as it was raging. When Inquisitor Endor saw this wretch, he drove us into the fight to reach him. It was a blur after that.
Where's Endor?
Gone. Gone after Locke.
Which way? Does Locke have the Necrotooth? The Saruthi Necrotooth, I mean.
No, but he has the primer.
The what?
That's who got it out of this thing somehow. A language primer. A translation tool. Without it, the Saruthi version of the text is unreadable to us. With his mind, can't you feel the afterburn of the psychic effort? A polyhedron. Regular, small, made of pearl. It seemed to me it just came out of the block into his hands, materialized. I saw it happen as I fought my way to them. But the effort destroyed his mind. Endor cut him down. He hadn't the strength to resist.
How do you know it was this primer?
I read it in his dying mind. Like I said, there's no resistance left there. See for yourself. Where are you going, Inquisitor?
After Locke and Endor. To do what I can.
So yeah, Space Marine friend here is making the soundtrack. So to do a save if you want to. But it's all stuff that's already been established and frankly should have been told to us long ago.
This is Purge 2. We have the Necrotooth primer and are in pursuit of Locke. This is Purge 2. Titus, do you read me? Titus! 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 It's Eisenhorn, do you read?
For the love of the Emperor! I need help!
The chamber stank with its evil. The licorice smelled so rich and cloying it made us gag. This was not Saruthi handiwork, but a touch of pure chaos spawned by the Necrotooth, infecting the Xenos fabric in its sanctum. Titus!
Gregor! There were too many of them, Gregor. I was ambushed.
Don't move, Titus. We'll get you out of here.
Locke is just beyond these heretics.
Well, they run up against them of heresy.
You will beg before you perish, scum!
Come Eisenhorn, is your face not dead enough yet?
Gone, heretic! This be your reckoning!
What's that? Is this meant to be some sort of dramatic moment, or is the game stuck again? Yep, I think it's stuck again. I thought the game was going to quit then.
You will beg before you perish, scum.
So let's try and deal with some of his silence first.
Your precious emperor forsaken you.
I don't know, in some games like people have to go through their dialogues first. Oh, I think the mechanic with the blue and yellow bars is called Pulse of Breath.
Rejoice, heretic. Soon you will join the claws in hell. Step back.
Let's give it some time.
No!
He chooses the file name. Dialogue prompt. We'll give it some time. Because otherwise you might just have to watch the ending as well. Or I'll try and load the chapter. Just want me to do it then? Give it a minute. Yeah. Tell you what, while this is doing, I'll look at the discussions page. Because, oh, it's paused it. Hey, look. Anything at all? Is this really the end of the game? Right, let's have a look. Look. Yeah, I'm talking about FPS lock, but what about confront? Okay. What about freeze? Anything there? Freeze time. What about froze? Nope. to reach the bridge. I'll finish training fight in 19, yep. I can't find anything, so we'll just save and watch this for a bit. Seems the graphical fidelity is going. The game is stuttering, it's losing its playable area. Yeah, nothing works. Let me try with a different weapon. Or can we skip it? Because I'm wondering if the power sword is causing the glitch there with the animation. My god. Let's try with the chainsaw this time.
You will beg before you perish, scum.
Yes, it's a chainsaw, right. Oh, what's going on now?
Rejoice, perish. Soon you will join the thralls.
Oh, I see, a lot of it. It's gone back on normal difficulty.
Savor the next chance.
This be your reckoning.
Oh, I can't heal during combat, that's great. Let's put the difficulty back up. Right, so I don't know what am I equipped with. Okay, right.
You will beg before you perish, scum.
Let's just skip it this time.
Come as no one is your face not dead enough yet.
Soon you will join the thralls in hell.
I can't go there yet. Yes, so there is more to the game after this. I knew there was. Sometimes glitches can be as simple as like the fight hasn't gone on long enough. You run so quickly, the game kind of just freaks out.
This be your reckoning.
Press A.
No!
Oh, it still shows the sword. Well, that's Eisenhorn Xenos. If you'd like to see the ending, I'm sure you can find it on someone else's Let's Play on YouTube. It's such a shame that I can't actually get to the ending of the game in this playthrough. I have no idea why. The only thing I can try is quit out and come back in. That's the only thing I can think of to do. Because this just does not want to cooperate. While I'm doing this, I think I'll upload my other videos. Got 15% battery, that's not good. Need to charge that before work tomorrow. Yeah. Like, I've completed the game, I can prove it through the achievements I've got on Steam. I've done it on easy and normal mode. But that's an achievement in itself when the game literally does not work. Apparently some of the achievements are broken anyway, so I couldn't get completions of them anyway I wanted to. Let's just give it some time to boot, and then I can begin to it. Right, let's try this again. The recording okay. Yeah. So we've rebooted. Got the chainsaw.
You will beg before you perish, scum.
Come Eisenhorn, is your face not dead enough yet? Forsaken you,
This be your reckoning. You gone. Rejoice. Soon you will join the thralls in.
No!
No, it's still the password. Dialogue showing there. There we go. So, we need to reboot it. Okay. So if you're still with us, thank you for your patience. This game does not deserve it. You'd be better off reading the book. However, the dialogue doesn't play. And nor does the sound. Yep, the game is completely shit the bed.
So perish all heretics indeed. Turn him so he can see me. Such valor, Gregor, such dedication. I thought you'd be the one to find the prize. Let him speak.
What are you doing, Molitor?
Recovering the priceless Necrotooth, of course. We really can't have you destroying another copy now. can. We? There are many who believe mankind will benefit more from the study of this artifact than from its destruction. I have come to safeguard those interests.
Rorken will never allow...
He looks like a character from Two Worlds in that armor.
My estimable Lord Brother Rorken will never know. Feel how this place quakes. See how the roof splinters and collapses. 10 minutes ago, I signaled to the fleet that the primary objective was achieved. I gave the code for Sanction Extremis. They believe the Necrotooth had been found and safely disposed of. Our forces are withdrawn. With all haste. The batteries of the fleet have begun to level these Xenos places. No one will know that the divine Necrotooth has been carried off safely. Not a shred of evidence, nor any voice of dissent. How brave of you to give your life in the assault on 56 Izar. Your name will be remembered on the roll of honor, I assure you. I'll see to that myself.
Bastard.
Fetch it for me. We would be well to leave promptly.
It is useless.
What?
Unreadable. Locked within an impenetrable Xenos language code.
No. Impossible. Break the code.
Would that I could. It is beyond even my ability.
There must be a means of translation.
He has a primer. The only primer. He's trying not to think about it. But I can see it in his mind. Look in his coat pocket.
Devious to the last, Gregor. You whoreson wretch.
Albaratha! Code words. Trigger words. The pair of servants who'd remained by his side sprang forward, their robes shedding away. Arco-flagellants. Heretics reprogrammed and rebuilt with augmetics and bionics to serve as murderous slaves.
And drugs.
The trigger words woke them from their calming states of bliss and plunged them into maniacal rages.
Yeah.
Kill them! Kill them!
Yeah, this is the Battle of Arco-Flagellants. Yeah, so with Arco-Flagellants, they yeah, I do not like the problems, I don't. Okay, the hitboxes are absolutely poor. Like, there were attacks that just should not have connected by any means. It's just... Okay, well, we'll change the sword. So yeah, Arco-Flagellants are not nice weapons to use.
Eisenhorn! Eisenhorn!
Stay at my side. That psychic can't touch me while I'm close to you.
We're gonna die!
Elizabeth, come back!
my god! We've got to escape!
Stay close to me! Watch out!
Just like the space marine, yeah.
We've got to escape!
The primer, you whoreson bastard!
Oh, that's
Give
it.
me the primer!
I gave him a full clip of bolt rounds instead.
Inquisitor.
I would like the primer now, please, Gregor.
What are you?
This is no place for introductions.
Human.
Very well. My name is Cherubel. Now, that primer. Time is ticking away.
Time will always tick away. Who made you?
Made me?
A demon host. A conjured thing. Tell me who made you and who commanded you and Molitor to come after this prize. And I might give you the money.
Let us both be abundantly clear about this, Gregor. You will give me the primer. Either you will hand me the primer now, or I will come over to you and take it. And break every bone in your body. And break that girl at your side. And break every bone in her body too. Down into the chamber below and string you both up on the hook and burn out your agony centers as I wait for the bombardment to flatten the place. Your choice.
You've been in my dreams for a long while. Why is that?
You are gifted, Gregor. And time is not the arrow that humans like to think it is. A second in the warp would show you that. But a second in the four-dimensional habitat of the Saruti should have proved it too. Your dreams were just nightmares of something yet to happen.
Who made you?
The Holy Inquisition made me, Gregor. A brother of yours made me. For the last time, give me that. Clever of you to find an untouchable to cancel me out. How did you manage that?
Fate, like time, is not linear, Cherubel. Surely you know that. I found Beckwin in the same way that the dreams of you found me.
I like you, Gregor Eisenhorn. So very challenging and stimulating for a human. I wish we had leisure to discourse and break bread. Give me the primer. You are a man of singular dedication, Gregor. I would have enjoyed killing you someday in Arcane. But you're dead already. This edifice is 240 seconds away from destruction. Change this. You've won. Take that consolation to the afterlife.
Roast Thorn from Egypt. Above and... well, above, for Emperor's sake. Damn this glossier crap. Move!
40 weeks of voyage through the Immaterium had dulled our sense of victory. The fleet dispersed at Thracian Primaris, and the last I saw of Sergeant Jerus was a waving hand across a smoky, beery bar. Lord Rorken had called for a tribunal of inquiry, and the High Lords of Terror were awaiting a full account of the matter. The identity of the force behind Molitor and his demon host remained a mystery. And though Lord Rorken was as anxious as myself to find the answer, I doubted anything would readily emerge. The question might fester and stagnate unanswered in the slow, unwieldy bureaucracy of the Inquisition for years. I would not allow that. As soon as I was free to engage upon another case, I would dedicate myself to finding Cherubel's master. The beloved rule of man had come close to great calamity thanks to his scheming. I would not forget the Saruthi. They were an object lesson, if any were truly needed, of how an entire advanced culture might be consumed by chaos. Cherubel still haunted my dreams, after echoes or ripples of the future. I came to understand that time changes everything, and the line between light and dark is dimmer to old eyes. Are the people who lived in the past the same as those who live now? Am I the same? Come, Cherubel.
And there you have Eisenhorn Xenos. Pixelera Games had made this first of the 3 Eisenhorn books at the time. The Magos, company short stories might have been made afterwards. Match Monkey, I thought I recognised the name of Monkey there. Mark Strong, B. Holland, Charlie White, James McNaughton, Malcolm Hamilton. Lots of Games Workshop Limited, and Dan Abnett, the author. It's a shame, despite all of the myriad problems with Eisenhorn Xenos as a game. I look forward to our next game. Yeah, about that. There was not another Eisenhorn game. It's a shame, because Hereticus and Malleus would make astonishing games. They really, really would. And that's the credits, and this you saw there were no playtesters, which explains a lot. So you can play New Game Plus again. There's all the chapters. You get to New Game Plus. You so wish. I do not. That will be for me. And if you notice as well, the words around that iron halo there are the ones that were on Eisenhorn's chair at the end. Heresy begets retribution. Thought begets heresy. Heresy begets retribution. Thought begets heresy. But yes, the music as well is amazing. This theme is brilliant. In fact, I think the first thing I'm going to do after this now is download it. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm glad we finally finished it. That'll be it for me for a bit of time, because I won't be doing any more Warhammer just yet. Probably take a break. Yes, thank you for watching. Take care. It's down now. Without fact,